This time for sure. I feel it.
Yeah. Well, last bit of trivia that comes to my mind. On the way to the laboratory, there's a sign that says Hal's Lab. That's also the reference to 2001, but it could also be a reference to HAL Labs, which is a second-party Nintendo developer, because Kojima is close friends with Masahiro Sakurai, who worked at HAL's Labs.
Yeah, they're the Smash Brothers guys, aren't they?
Yeah, and Kirby.
Hmm.
So there was
and I
also
think they did Kid Icarus too.
I believe so. I think also Adventures of Lolo.
Oh, finally got me with that shockwave.
I can't believe I ran out of trivia because of how many times you restarted this. But don't worry, I have faith in you this time. If there was any way of making this battle easier, I would tell you. There is technically two boss battles, I guess, that are much easier if you use a single trick. When you've died once or twice to that boss, I will tell you. But not before. But for this guy, there's nothing. You just have to learn how to do this.
He keeps like jumping at me from off camera. I'm not used to that.
Hurry up and catch me. I'm here, Snake.
You're doing decently well.
Hurry up and catch me.
Yeah, I'm hoping this time's the charm. There he is. And time for the lightning.
Yeah. Oh, and in case you're wondering, it was the middle of the room where the NetEuro's PlayStation 2 was.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to find. You've already passed it a bunch of times.
Now he's just standing still. Whoa! Oh, wow, he hits for a lot.
Yeah.
I do not want to start over.
Then don't.
Do you remember, Snake? The field of battle. The clashing.
Oh wait, I think you might actually start over again because of something that I know that I won't tell you.
And I'm guessing it wasn't that.
No, it's just he's been changing things up now. He's gonna change it up again another time.
Everyone's just gonna love 20 minutes of boss fight.
I'm just imagining how bad the later bosses are gonna be. Because you've been doing pretty well in the boss fights so far. You've been dying just to regular enemies. The boss fights were fine for you.
Yeah, we had some trouble with the tank guy, but we got him eventually.
Yeah. You know, I originally estimated this game would take maybe 10 to 12 hours, but I think I have to amend that.
It's gonna take even longer, you think?
Yes.
Well, we're on the third boss. How far are we? Not very?
Not very long, far at all. Number of bosses is closer to 10.
Ah.
Hand-to-hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
And I think the other bosses are a little worse.
Ah, that spin kick. No way. I don't think I had my rations out. Okay, we're gonna Benny Hill this shit, people.
Yeah.
That's good, Snake. Hurt me more.
Is it over?
Snake, do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar.
I thought I'd feel a sense of accomplishment or relief at this point,
Not again.
but no.
Statistically, I had to win eventually.
Yeah, well, you could win or lose.
happening?
So by the law of averages, sooner or later you would win.
Exactly.
Losing myself.
Is it over?
Good question.
Okay, so time for some exposition. It'll happen.
Gray
Don't you
Fox.
worry about that.
Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark.
Yes, he started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes, but they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
Oh boy.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
He's been in there for almost an hour.
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on,
What?
get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear Chief Engineer, Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue me.
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, at least you're not one of them.
Another piece of trivia, as it is relevant now. The
I'm
voice
okay.
actor
I
for
just
Hal
twisted my ankle a little
and the
bit
voice
trying to
actor
get
for
away.
Snake
Well,
are
if
the
that's all,
only
it's nothing to
voice
worry
actors
about.
who have played Metal Gear Solid
ask
1
you
and
something.
finished it.
I need information
With
about
the
Metal
voice
Gear.
actor for Snake, David Hayter, being the
Metal
only person to
Gear?
have actually finished the
Yeah.
entire main
What's
series.
Metal Gear really designed
Ah.
for?
It's a mobile TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar. I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Hey, do you like
From the beginning, the
FMV
purpose of this
sequences?
exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability
Occasionally.
using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
Are we about to take another trip to Crazy Land?
No. A nuclear
Maybe.
missile on Rex?
So you really didn't
You know,
know?
Kojima didn't buy the day pass to
No.
Crazy Land, he got a season
All
pass.
the armament was built
Ah.
by a separate department, and the president personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology
Magnets!
was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between Armstech and Rivermore National Labs. The
How
railgun
do
is on
those
Rex's
magnets
right
work?
arm.
Metal
I have
Gear's
no
main
idea.
function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting
This
something?
is
It's true that Metal
a
Gear
longer
has a missile
cutscene than
module
I
on its back
remember.
that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying
And
it
I
was
know for a
originally
fact it's
meant
not
to
the
carry
longest.
nuclear
We're
missiles?
approaching 7 or 8 minutes so far.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
gets worse. It gets so much
That's all,
worse.
I think.
Yeah, Snake's gonna
Metal
have to
Gear
sit
fighting
down
on
for
the
this. This is
standard
gonna take a
nuclear
while.
missiles, then they should already have
I
all
think the
practical
worst
data
one
they
is when they
need.
have a full set of exposition during the elevator scene. You'll know when we get to it.
I think he's sitting on a keyboard.
Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using Nova and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
Yeah, well, here's our
Developed a new
FMV
type of
sequences.
nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
I think they've shown this one
Yes,
already.
but you can't use virtual data.
Ah,
on
you
that.
see one
They would
nuclear
need actual
explosion, you've
launch
seen them
data.
all.
These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. but it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
What did our president do? If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn. Damn. I'm such a fool. It's all my fault. The truth is, my grandfather was part of the Manhattan Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life. And my father, he was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
3 generations of Emmerich men. We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA. I used to think that I could use science to help mankind, but the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself
Usually
together.
doesn't work out
Where
in the
is
movies either.
Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base,
Where's that?
north of the communications tower, but it's a long way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex. I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this.
So why did he hide in the locker?
The ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them. With this, I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good.
It was
I
in
want
the
Meryl
locker.
to watch after you too.
Oh.
That's my explanation.
Wouldn't Snake be better off with that thing?
Meryl, the
That
engineer's
may or
okay.
may not play into the story later.
I want you to
Oh.
look after him. Where are you now?
Okay, I will tell you, there are 2 endings. One of the endings gives you that stealth camo.
Hmm. And that's the same technology he uses in 4, right?
Something's wrong.
No,
Did you hear
it's
something?
more of an
Wasn't
upgraded
that some
version
kind
in
of
4.
music?
Hmm.
In 4,
What does she
it'll
look
actually
She-
match your
She was wearing the
match
same
the
green
pattern of
uniform
whatever
as
you're
the
on.
terrorists.
So if you're on a striped ground, your clothes will be striped. If you're on a wooden wall, your clothes will be
This
wood
guy's-
will look
She
wooden
had
to
such a
match
cute
it.
way of walking.
It doesn't
She
just
kinda
turn you
wiggles
invisible.
her behind.
You
Okay.
Although there is an
Well,
invisibility
she's got a
camo
very
in
cute
there that you
behind.
can unlock.
way of walking, huh?
But yeah,
She's
like
disguised
I
as a
said,
terror.
her
We'll have to contact her when she's alone,
it
huh?
does come into play, as you
There's
can
only
see.
one place where we can
You're
be
going to
sure
need to
she's by
use this
herself.
later,
Where's that?
very soon actually.
Don't be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
You're not in pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay? Nothing bothering you?
What's wrong? Getting all friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. An otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation. Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And
That was
Japanese
police
cartoons
knots.
played a part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists say.
I became a scientist because
Wait,
I
is
wanted
Police
robots
Knots
like
Metal
the
Gear
ones in
canon or
Japanese
something,
animes.
or?
Really, it's
No, but there is a lot of references to Police Knots. Metal Gear was actually a character in Police Knots, although it was a little, like, little robot
Science has always thrived on
sidekick,
war.
not
The
this
greatest
big
weapons of
hulking
mass
nuclear
destruction were
weapon.
created by scientists who wanted to be famous.
They
That's all
cross-reference
over
each
now.
other all the
I
time.
won't take part in murder anymore.
Yeah, Kojima loves
Whatever. All I want from you is
cross-referencing his older works,
Sure. I know everything about this.
and
Because
he'll
they-
do it
Ask me
all the
anything
time.
about Rex
Because
or
they
about
like
this
won't let
place.
him make anything but
Also,
Metal Gear
with
anymore,
this
right?
stealth camouflage, I can
Even
sneak in
even
and out
before
of the
that
army and
happened,
mess with you.
yes,
If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you.
it was worse than this game, I'd say.
I'm on
Like it
frequency
gets a little more
141.12.
subtle and less
See you later.
frequent in the later games.
Uh huh.